All right. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings, everyone. I hope that you're doing great. My name is Miss Sasha, and I am here on this Sunday evening for me. It'll be Sunday afternoon, morning for you. And I am here to do the read aloud. Yes, yes, that's right. Welcome, welcome. For to my those of you who are my old heads that I love to call my community who comes on regularly to enjoy a story of the week. Some stories I've read multiple times, some stories are totally brand new, but nevertheless, it is a story, it is a book that I try to make sure that I get that's representative um, of either in the Black community, those who have been underserved, um, in those communities, because we need to see a lot more books that reflect those in those populations. And even though these books are picture books, because I know that the visual is something that people love. That's why, hence, we like videos, right? We like videos, we like photos. But even though these are picture books, which are typically in the category of children's books, however, it's a book that all ages can enjoy, learn from, get entertained from, help you to do a deep dive. It can be used as an entry point, as a catalyst, a way for you to say, you know what, I want to learn more about this particular subject. So I try to find different books that talks about things that is reflective of our community, issues that are important, issues that are not only just entertaining, but ways to uplift our character, ways to educate us. And so this book that I've chosen for this week is called da, 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 Solar Story. This book was written by Allan Drummond. And in the subtitle, it says How One Community Lives Alongside the World's Biggest Solar Plant. All right. So, solar means that it's dealing with the sun. Okay. So, go grab your little kiddos, your grandbabies, nieces, nephews, little cousins. This is a story I definitely, as I read through it, I said, I want to read this. I said, this is great because this is talking about us really paying attention to our environment and thinking about other ways in which we can get our energy. And this is what we need to really be discussing. And I think this is a great entry point, especially talking to the youth about this subject of solar. All right, solar energy. So let's dive right on in, shall we? Hey. It's a long, hot, and dusty walk to school. The sun shines down on us nearly every day. Sun and more sun. Sometimes it seems like that's the only thing going on here. We live in Morocco, right there in the top left hand corner of the map of Africa. The windows on my side of our classroom look out at the high Atlas Mountains. Sometimes a cool breeze blows in. But on the other side, the Sahara Desert begins. Nothing but millions of square miles of rocks, sand, and hot sunshine all the way across northern Africa. The desert landscape around Gasate, our home, has looked the same for a very long time. Our teacher, Miss Abdullam, likes to talk about the big changes that are happening in our world. She also likes asking big questions. Okay, class, solar energy. Do we all know what that means? The heat of the sun. Good. And what is solar power? Making electricity from sunshine. We all know the answers to those big questions. Why? Well, up on the high ground close to our village. The world's largest solar power plant is under construction. For a few years, we've seen big trucks coming and going. Now there are new pylons and wires all over, sending electricity far away to where it's needed. Around the plant, there are miles of high safety fences. On the long, hot, dusty walk back from school, we can just see, far away, men and cranes working on top of what will soon be the world's tallest solar tower. Big changes are happening around us. But at my home, things are much the same. We still have our 5 sheep. What's going on, sheep? Bah! And our 2 cows. Munch, munch. We still cook on an open fire and bake our own bread. Here's Mr. Mule, Dad's transport. What's going on, Dad? So if big changes are happening in the world, what is solar power actually doing for us? The next day, Miss Abdullam asks another one of her big questions. Okay, class, sustainability. What does that mean? Being strong and independent. Peace? Peace? Some kids giggle at Nadia's answer. Keeping things going the way they are? Thinking for the future? Not using everything up? Being a good farmer? Miss Abdullam laughs. Good answers. You're all correct, but in different ways. Sustainability means many things. Tonight, I want you all to think about sustainability and write something about it. But first, the field trip. Field trip. Okay, all aboard, let's go. Hey, Salim, what's going on? Our village is hidden away down by a riverbed that flows only in the winter. Most of the year it's dry. There's hardly any water here. We can grow just a few things: palms, almonds, crops to feed the animals. At the top of the hill, there used to be nothing but rocks and stones, sometimes a lizard, and always the sun shining down on us. But now look, there's the huge solar tower. We've got a new bridge over the riverbed and a brand new road. Everything's amazing up here now because just ahead is the biggest solar power plant in the world. It's the size of 3,500 soccer fields and contains 660,000 mirrors. Jeez. And nearly complete is the 800-foot tall solar tower. Wow. Did y'all know about that? Is that it? It's surrounded by thousands of mirrors, each the size of our classroom. They bounce the sun's rays onto the tower. Very hot, says Miss Abdullam. It will be 1,000 degrees at the top, in fact. The mirrors follow the sun as it moves across the sky. Oh, wow. Amazing. Like sunflowers, you can see how the giant curved mirrors focus the hot sun onto a glass pipe. Heat from this pipe and from the tower is used to make electricity. At the center of the plant is the control room, and at sunset, the desert dust is cleaned off the mirrors. Wow. Fantastic. All that new technology right beside our village. And to think that back at home, we don't even have internet. We'll just have to think for ourselves. Let's do our homework together. Now, sustainability. By using the sun, we are not burning precious oil, coal, or gas. Here the sun shines on us nearly every day. That's sustainability. Maybe one day, with the help of solar power, Morocco won't need to buy oil and coal from other countries to make electricity. That's energy independence. And it's sustainability. But what else is sustainability? And what is the solar plant doing for us right here in our village? Well, there's Yusuf's cousin, Ahmed. When he helped build the plant, he learned how to weld metal. Now he's got his own workshop. He's independent, and he's given jobs to 2 people. That's sustainability right there. And the solar plant has started a new college in the nearby city. People go there by bus to learn new skills. With wood, with cloth, with clay, they hope to get jobs and start businesses themselves. And of course, there will be new jobs at the solar plant. That's sustainability. And the solar plant pays for experts to show our farmers better ways to keep sheep. Now, some have a lot more than just 5 sheep, and this will help everyone get through hard times. That's sustainability. Other farmers are learning new ways to grow bigger, better almonds, palms, and olives during the dry summer. We'll be able to grow much more of our own food. That's, you said it, sustainability. Until recently, the solar plant used our precious water for cleaning the mirrors and for cooling. Now they use air pressure and electric power from the plant. That's sustainability. We've got a new mobile medical center It helps us all, including mothers and their babies, to stay healthy. More sustainability. Ms. Abdullam says we will eventually get the internet at school, which we really do need. Education. Even more sustainability. So there is actually a lot happening here. All right, the end. So here, all right, so this is right here. So this class is showing the class in the back, the author's note, and the author just basically talking about how he came up with this idea to make a picture book, talking about how this big solar plant, which he thought actually would have been in a more quote unquote developed country. Surprise, he didn't know, like, oh wow, this giant solar plant, the biggest one in the world, is located right in Africa, northern Africa, in Morocco. So it's pretty cool. And this right here, you guys, oh wait, is this it? Yeah, so this is the picture, wow, of a view from the north of the Nor 3 solar tower. Wow, so this, y'all check this out. So this right here, you guys can see, that's like the top view of what that area where that solar tower is. Okay. So remember we talked about all the mirrors and, oh my goodness. So with this book, again, like I said, what we can do with these different books, and we're reading to our children, or if you're reading to your grandbabies or to your classroom, maybe you have a group at the library, wherever, this is a way for you to discuss big issues that are being talked about in the media. Because yes, you do have folks who are like, hey, we want to go more green. We want to stop, having all of these toxic emissions coming from, using all these the coals and the gases, all these different things that over time can destroy the earth and destroy our bodies. And so, and of course, and then you talk about just the abuse, unfortunately, that people, when people aren't caring about other human beings or caring about the earth, and all they care about is their pockets making money. And they're like, I don't care what we use, whatever, just as long as I'm making money. So this is a great way to talk about those kinds of issues on a child's level, to where it's like, hey, oh, wow, we can actually have some electricity coming from the natural source, which is our sun. Okay. And so this is obviously, again, this is science. Okay. That was one of the reasons why I got this book, because especially for our Black children, we don't see as many of our Black children who are going into the STEM fields, which is the science, technology, engineering, and math fields. And this is a great way to introduce those topics and to even engage that child. That child may decide, man, I want to learn more about solar energy. I want to learn about, there are other ways we can get energy and do different things, that we're using natural resources where we're not destroying the earth, and we're helping the environment and helping human beings and all of that. So now you're going down a rabbit hole, right? So that's the beauty of reading aloud. Okay. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this story. This is a book that you can go to your library and see about you checking this book out, or even going to one of the local bookstores and seeing if they have this book as well. Again, my name is Miss Sasha. I keep forgetting to put my ticker when I start, because I'm doing this through my phone. Here we go. I'm putting that on right there. So I'm about to get ready to end this in about less than a minute. Again, I'm the founder and executive director of ABC Read. Our mission is to develop and nurture a culture of literacy in Black and underserved communities. And this is one of the ways we do this: reading aloud, reading events, giving books, promoting healthy eating. This is what we do, been doing for over 10 years. Please show your support by going to abcread.org. Yes, we're having our very first fundraising gala next month, God willing, inshallah. For those of you who would like to go, please go to the website and then click the donate button so you can get your ticket. Or if you aren't able to, you're out of town or you're just not able to make it, you can still make a donation. That would be great. And if you want your donation specifically to go to get a ticket for somebody, let us know, because then we can give that ticket to somebody who's not able to pay, but they can still be able to come. All right. So thank you all again. And check out the merch. Reading is Freedom. Go to readingisfreedomshop.com to grab your merch, your mug, your shirt. And that's it. All right, y'all. Thank you all for listening. And again, remember, reading is freedom. Peace.